sorry it's been a while. I wasn't feeling very well last week, so I didn't really have much energy and time to do a tutorial, but I am back now, raring to go with my bald head. Yes, baldly beautiful. Here she is, bald. I've decided to do this video bald today just to show everyone that you can look a bit glam with a bald head. In my next one I might wear a little funky hat or something, but I'm thinking no, we'll go with the bald head for this one, as it is baldly beautiful. Yeah, just to show you guys that for any of you that are venturing out au naturel, it is possible to look glam with your bald head out on show. And my video today is going to be all about a soft, natural, pretty highlight and contour look, as you can see. So I've got very naturally sculpted cheekbones here and lovely soft highlight with a bit of shimmer, pink cheeks, very neutral eyelids, and a lovely raspberry lip. So really pretty look, really easy to do and very, very quick. Now, this is not a Kim Kardashian style contouring lesson, so if that's what you're looking for, then just switch this video off right now. You are not going to need 5 shades of foundation, 10 shades of concealer, muddy colours, whatever, splashed all over the face and blended in. This is not that at all. This is very quick, very easy and simple to do, and a very, very natural look, as you can see. Not at all the type of things that you might be seeing in the magazines and on YouTube and whatever, with those real heavy sort of more drag makeup looks. This is a lovely look that you can wear any day, any time, and it's really, really easy to do. Okay, so the products that I'm using today are products that I have at home, that I love, that I use all the time. They're just my favourite products. Don't feel that you have to copy and use the exact same products that I'm using. Of course you can if you want to, but if you want to use products that you have at home, that's totally fine. I'm sure you'll get exactly the same look, and you may have some products at home that you didn't really know how to use before. Now you can put them to good use. If you'd like me to recommend some cheaper branded alternatives for you, I would suggest maybe having a look at Loreal or Bourjois products. You'll probably find something similar along those lines, but maybe a little bit cheaper. But of course, if you want to copy any of the products that I've used today, then feel free to do so, and they'll all be listed below. So my skin's already moisturised. What I'm going to do first is just pop a little bit of this on. This is a colour corrector called Neutralize from MAC. What this does is it neutralises any redness to the skin. So my skin's not too red at the moment, but for any of you guys that are a little bit red, I know some of you may be on steroids and that may be causing your skin to puff up a little bit, like your cheeks and your face, and it might be causing some redness as well. So this is a great product. So if you just blend that in, so that's like a colour corrector and a primer all in one. Next, what I'm going to use is this product here, which is Garnier BB Cream, Pure Active Anti-Imperfections. At the moment, the chemo's made my skin a little bit spotty at times. So even though it's quite normal, it's not oily, I'm still finding that I'm getting these spots. That's all down to the poisons going through the skin. So this is a great BB cream to use. For those of you that don't know about BB creams, it's just a lighter type of foundation. It's like a beauty balm, but it's also a cover-up kind of. It covers all the imperfections in the skin, and it's a lot lighter than a normal foundation. I've just like put a glob on. This is medium, and then I'm just going to blend that in with my lovely brush. And then just a sweep onto the eyes. Next I'm going to do a bit of concealer. You can see I need some concealer under the eyes. And then like there's a few blemishes. And I've also got some like spots on my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my MAC concealer palette. This is medium one. And you've got 6 shades here. So you can mix and match and blend them together to get the correct shade for you. So I'm just going to mix up a couple of colours on the same brush. And then just dab them over the areas that need an extra bit of concealing. Under my eyes I need a little bit of extra concealer, so what I'm going to use is this one here. This is the MAC Mineralize concealer in NC30, which is just a touch lighter than my skin tone, and I'm also going to use this to highlight the cheekbone areas as well. So I'm just going to dab that under my eyes first, and I'm going to blend that right in. So with the same brush, which is the 159 brush, I'm just going to blend that up, and I'm going to blend that into the crease here. Now a lot of people forget to conceal this inner area. Can you see the difference it makes? When you conceal that area, it just makes the whole eye area look so much more alive and brighter. I'm just going to use concealer again to highlight the cheekbone area. So we're literally just drawing a stripe like that. So it's kind of going from the bottom of the cheekbone straight to the top. And then again, we're just going to blend that in. Don't blend it in too much because you still want to see it. Anyone that's not sure where their cheekbones are, with mine, they're still pretty visible. You can either suck your cheeks in, and then you can kind of see where the line is. Or you can get the brush, and you can just kind of hold it here. That's where your cheekbones are. You can actually feel your cheekbones with your fingers. So where you start from your temples and come down, that's where your cheekbones are. So those of you that have got puffy cheeks at the moment because you're on steroids and horrible medication, maybe if they're really that puffy, then try sucking them in as much as you can, and then you can really see where they are. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some powder just to set the BB cream and concealer onto my face. So this one that I'm using is another MAC Mineralize powder, and that's called Dark Golden. And I'm just going to take a light sweep of that and just literally just dust that all over my face, taking care not to disturb the cheekbone area that I've just highlighted. Then what I'm going to do for the contour is take a slightly darker powder. Now you can use a powder that's slightly darker than your skin tone. You can use a bronzer. It's whatever look you're going for. If you just want a subtle difference, then go for a face powder that's just a little bit darker than your skin tone. If you want a bit more of a bronzy, sun-kissed look, then go for a bronzer or a powder that's a little bit darker. So for me, what I'm going to use is another MAC Mineralize powder. This one's in dark. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a smaller brush. This one here. This is the 109 brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the powder. And then right underneath where I've already highlighted, brush hair there, right underneath where I've already highlighted, I'm just going to start to add a little bit of powder in these kind of like buffing, sweeping motions from the temples straight down. Now the reason I'm using a smaller brush is to show you guys the precision with which this needs to be done, because if you were to use a massive brush like this, which I do all the time, but I kind of know what I'm doing because I do this every day of my life. But for you guys that find it difficult to get it precisely in the correct place, I would always advise going for a smaller brush. That's why I'm going for this one here. So we'll just buff the products in, blend in as we go down. And this powder colour on my skin tone gives a bit of a bronzy look, but not too bronze, quite natural. And as you can see, it's starting to take shape, so you can still see where I've highlighted, and you can see here where I'm kind of sculpting out the cheekbones and giving it that bit of contouring. And do the same on the other side. You can see now the cheekbones are naturally highlighted and sculpted, like so. If you want to, you can add some blusher to that if you want a little bit more of a sort of blushed look, which is quite cute. So I'm going to use a nice pink. This is another MAC Mineralize product. I love the Mineralize products because they give a really, really nice glow. So that's something that you really want at the moment, because for a lot of us that are on the chemo and all the drugs, our skin's becoming a little bit drier and we want products to make us look a lot more glowy and healthy. So this one's called Gentle. It's a lovely pink. I'm going to use the same small brush. Just going to dip that in. And then because I want it precisely on the apples of my cheeks, I'm going to smile. That way I can see the fatter part of my cheek and where it is and know exactly where to put the colour. And I'm just doing that in circular motion. And there we have it. Super easy. Flushed pink cheeks and a nice highlight and contour to go with it. And then if you want to, if you're going out and you want a little bit of shimmer added to that, then what you can do is just get a nice shimmery highlighting powder. Again, this is a MAC Mineralize one in Soft and Gentle. I'm just going to use the same brush again, take a little bit of the shimmery powder and just run it along the cheekbones on top of where I'd already highlighted with the concealer. And that gives a nice shimmery glowy look for going out. And if you want to, you can just run some of that down the centre of your nose, which looks really nice in pictures. And there you have it. What I'm going to do now is just finish off the makeup by filling in my eyebrows and just some nice sort of natural eyeshadow and mascara. And then I'm going to finish it off with a nice bright lip. All eyebrow products as used before in the last video for the eyebrow tutorial. Now I'm going to move on to the eyes. So what I'm going to do is, before I put any eyeshadow on, I'm just going to use this paint. It's by MAC, it's called Groundwork. It's a paint pot. And this is going to go onto the eyelids before any eyeshadow, just as a base. And it helps to keep the powder eyeshadow colour on the lids. On top of that, I'm going to use a lovely eyeshadow colour. This one is called Mythology. Pink shimmery colour. The brush that I'm using to put the eyeshadow on is the 252 by MAC. And I'm just going to get a soft blending brush. This is a 224 by MAC, and I'm just going to blend the eyeshadow into the creases so that there are no harsh lines. Then what I'm going to do is finish it off with some Colossal Go Extreme Volume Mascara by Maybeline. This is a waterproof mascara. At the moment my eyes are very watery, as I know a lot of you guys probably have very watery eyes as well. So this is a great one. It comes off really easily with an oily makeup remover. It's not hard to get off at all. So I'm just going to finish off with some mascara. There we go. Then to finish off the look, because everything's quite soft and quite natural and quite glowy, I'm going to finish it off with a lovely bright lip gloss. This one's a Glam Matte lip gloss by Loreal, and the colour is, I can't see it, Cherry Crop. I love the brush with that one because it's like a teardrop shape, so it's really easy to get into the shape of the lips and just follow your lip shape. There we go. It's a beautiful raspberry colour. There we go. So you can see the shimmer on the cheeks, lovely pink cheeks, and a nice soft contour. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, guys. I'll see you real soon.